Let's go.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Welcome to Circle the Wagons.
Welcome, everybody. What's going on? We got fucking 10 subscribers this week.
We got 10 subscribers.
What, dude?
We're in the double digits.
Honestly, the people that subscribe, the 10 of you guys that subscribed, Thank you.
Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. We were talking about this and how funny, people are like, oh, people get burned out who make podcasts and YouTube videos because they put out an episode or two or like 4 or 5 videos and nobody likes it and nobody watches it. And I was fucking ecstatic. Is that the word? Yeah. I was so excited that we had, after 2 days, we had 13 views on YouTube, and I was flipping my shit. Like, holy shit, we have double-digit views.
I really didn't think we were going to get that much, dude.
No,
I really didn't.
10 subscribers and 39 views on our first video. Hot damn, we are making waves. Trendsetters.
I know, dude. I'll tell you what, those 39 people, dude, their lives were forever changed.
Oh, actually, it's probably more like...
For better or worse.
6 people, because I know I opened the video like 8 times myself, and I know all those counted as views.
Well, we don't
31
organic. We don't have to tell them that, but...
Well, I already did.
We'll edit that out.
No, we won't.
But no, those 39 organic plays that were completely random. I mean, hats off to you guys for making it through. Yeah. I don't know what constitutes a view anymore. Is it like 75% of the way through the counts? I
think for YouTube, I want to say if you open it and you're in it for a minute or two. I don't know. So
someone listened to the first, like the intro, and like the first time they heard our voice, they were like, "All right,
nah, fuck it." But 10 of those people did decide to subscribe. So shouts out to
that's a good ratio.
At least one person in my fan group chat said I subscribed, and that's the only person that replied after I sent the video. So
I'm not good at math. What is that ratio? Like 39, like 10 out of 39.
That's like 1/4. That's 25%. Almost. No, it's more. It's like 25.5%. Because if 10 out of 40 would have been 25%.
Right.
So
all right. Yeah.
There's a little bit of math in there.
It's 26%.
All right, we'll round up. It's 26%.
That's not bad, dude. That's pretty good. What are you looking at?
What the taco's trying to get in the door?
Oh, poor guy. We have a dog. I have a dog.
Matt has a dog. I have a dog too, but not here.
He likes to be. Do you know why? We have his bone right there.
Oh, we have his bone. Honestly, so here's the thing: is like I don't mind him being in here, but he does chew on the bone. But Matt says we can't hear in the mic, so we're gonna let him in. Everyone say hello to Taco.
It's I mean, you might
himself as I was walking up.
You might be able to.
He's
just all right, buddy.
All right, buddy.
Let's just pretend like he's not here, and then he'll calm down. That he loves Max. He loves to be anywhere Max is at.
You know, they say that animals are naturally love hunters. So
they know, dude. They pick up on quote unquote vibes. I hear they're really.
Dude, I be putting out vibes constant, dude.
Bro, you know what I've been thinking about for a while?
What's that?
It is like TikTok. Because, I mean, TikTok's everywhere. It's unavoidable. And it is cool. I don't have any, like, real problem with TikTok existing. But goddamn if it hasn't, like, just let a certain sector of the population just completely indulge in their ridiculous fantasies. Like, I see so many TikToks.
Like what?
Like the paranormal shit where I'll see someone like, my dog is staring at the corner. You guys know dogs are fucking...
Have you heard why they do that?
Or
no, wait. Before we move on from that, have you heard like the rumor of why like cats and dogs stare at the walls like that?
Why?
So I know I've always thought it too. I'm like, oh my god, my fucking cat just like stares up and like randomly at like the same time at night into the ceiling.
There's a malignant spirit.
No, it's because especially like apartments and old houses, the water running through the pipes in the house creates like a trickling noise that sounds like, even when it's like not a flush, but
that
like a drop. Yeah, we can't hear trickling that sounds like mice and shit running in the walls. And that's a theory. That's why the cats
their prey drive
and the dogs will start barking randomly is because they hear shit that we don't. That's like happening in the walls, like squirrels.
Well, I tell you what, that sounds a lot more likely than there being fucking demons from another dimension, fucking that have decided to live within the walls of someone's fucking house. Like,
but I mean, at the same time, I don't want want to count out that like maybe animals have a more keen perception.
Hold on, think about that though. Like so you're a fucking ghost, or you're a demon, or whatever you are. You're some kind of paranormal entity. For that to be true, that means you can traverse between realms and dimensions, and there are these alternate like states of being. And you decide to live in a fucking wall, or like a fucking
maybe they're not living in the wall. They're
like
living
some
in a
kind
house.
of weird like box that someone's got in the room. Like, oh, it's the fucking ghost box.
But maybe
you
they
open
don't.
It up
maybe
and say,
these spirits don't choose to exist there, but they have to. They're contained to. Because I'm not against the idea of there actually being spirits containing like dolls, boxes, like you said. You know, a fucking coin could be haunted. I don't know. I'm not against the idea that things can be haunted. Houses can be haunted. Think that a lot of them have been hoaxes. And
that just might be an area that we differ on. That we need to talk about some more.
So, do you believe in the supernatural?
What I think is
like
really
the paranormal.
I'll address that after I make this one point.
Finish your TikTok point. I know we got off pretty quick.
One of my fucking favorite things I've ever seen on TikTok is there's like this deer who's clearly like sick with like rabies or some kind of like natural disease that deer get. Deer get a lot of diseases. A lot of wild animals do. And it's kind of acting strange. And someone takes a video of it and they're like, that's not a deer. It's a skinwalker. Or like it's a Wendigo. And it's like, okay.
Wendigo, I it's like
it's funny, but then you look at the comment section, it's like, there was one of those in my backyard the other day. I think I'm being stalked by the Wendigos and skinwalkers. And it's like, no, the deer has fucking rabies. We know what this is, guys.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Are we going backwards? Like,
that's silly.
I thought we reached a point where people were like, yes, there are diseases that make animals act strange. We know what mad cow is. We know what rabies is. We know what fucking chronic wasting disease is.
Easy to share.
But people have convinced. They create these echo chambers of these people that are just so certain that there's some kind of paranormal component to literally everything. I see motherfuckers taking videos of clouds and they're like, y'all, that's a fucking UFO, dude. And they're like, we know the government released info that UFOs are disguising themselves as cloud. They have a technology that makes them look like just regular clouds in the sky, but they're actually UFOs.
Yes, there is actually a video of that.
I saw someone post a video like that, and then a comment was like, "Bro, there was one outside my house the other day."
There was a cloud, dude. That cloud was in the sky for an hour.
People are responding like, "Dude, I saw one too. Was it? Where you at? Where are you located? Like, what city are you in?" They're like trying to coordinate like where a cloud was because it's a UFO.
Dude.
I'm like, dude, okay, we're doomed.
That is
we're
funny.
doomed.
Okay,
we're doomed.
so I mean, all right, so. I get that. That's why you're shitting on like the paranormal, because that's fucking hilarious.
I just think it is hilarious.
That kind of stuff is kind of like woo woo. Like, okay, that's you know, you have your fun, but that's dumb. That like this, a couple weeks ago, we had a conversation about people freaking out about the blimp, like the Goodyear blimp over some stadium. And then there was like it was crazy. There's a video of this entire highway just backed up traffic because everyone was outside of their cars taking a video of this fucking blimp. And they're like, everyone's like, dude, this is a UFO up there. This is a UFO. But like, holy shit, you zoom in and it's a fucking Goodyear blimp, dude. It's funny. This shit's so stupid. But you don't believe in the paranormal at all?
Well, I mean, who am I to say, dude? Who am I to say what's real and what's not real? But what I will say is like it's funny because it's like it's another. I mean, it's just it really says more about people than anything else. Like how much like I wish
dumb animals we are,
dude. Well, the thing is like I wish I was so easily convinced. Like I wish I was so easily able to buy in to something like that. Be like, oh, that's the answer. Oh, that's the fucking truth. Like there's just they're fucking aliens disguised as clouds, and their ships are clouds, and there's demons in my wall, and that's why shit like. The real, like, if to me, like, I feel like the universe is just, it's messy. There's no real, like, there's certainly no morals to it. There's no truth to it. It's like, I can't, like, I'm always like,
we created morals. We created what truth is. I very much agree with that statement you made where people just, what was it exactly said? The word we're gullible? What you said
it's
something.
groupthink. Like, it's like, people will just convince themselves of these like outlandish realities, but because it feels good to be part of a group and believe the same things that other groups have, it just demonstrates what we talked about in other podcasts about cults, where it's like you say something like with enough authority
Oh, yeah,
and there's somebody out there
people are
that's going to believe you. Like, there's some group of people that will believe you. Like, it's kind of scary, dude.
I'm
it's
very
honestly
like
kind of scary.
I like believe the things I believe, and I'm very hardcore in those truths. But like at the same time, I'm easily swayed on the outside. Where if like I'm listening, I'm like, God damn, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And the minute I turn around, I'm like, hold on, wait, that's bullshit. I wish I realized this is bullshit 20 minutes ago and said it to your face. But as I'm walking down the street, I'm like, no. Those connections you just made me feel because you're so charismatic and you were so assertive. I believed you. I'm very like, I catch myself doing that all the time that I'm like, damn, that guy's smart and right. And then like 20 minutes later, I'm like, no, I'm a fucking idiot for listening to him because he had a smile on his face and he talked confidently.
Well, I think it shows our kind of laziness, and that it's like, rather than try to really understand something or put in the work to like properly research or learn about something, which takes a really long time and takes a lot of effort, I just listen to somebody that sounds like they know what they're talking about, and then it makes me feel good because they confirm some of the biases I already inherently had.
Right.
And so there's no need to look further, and I have the answer.
I've got all the answers.
My Bible is YouTube. My Bible is fucking QAnon. My Bible is like, you know, like, it's like,
I want to be one of the. I hate to be like, oh, I'm different. You know, I'm a black sheep, but like, I've never called myself a black sheep. Maybe in my past, maybe when I was like an 18-year-old freshman, I called myself a black sheep. But no, like I've always wanted to be the person that's skeptical. Like even when I'm hardcore on my beliefs, like I just said, I can let myself be swayed because I'm like, I want to take the other ideas from other people.
It's the hardest path to take.
It is, because then you like turn back around, and as soon as you're not with them, like I said, you're like, wait, no, my beliefs are right because you're not there. It's like fucking Always Sunny when D and them are doing the pyramid scheme, and they all get it as soon as the guys explain it to them. They get it, and they go and try to explain it themselves, and they're like multi-level. Wait, now how is it not a pyramid scheme again? That's how I feel all the time. Where I'm like, I was right until you proved me wrong, and now I have to go back and be right again. And I don't understand.
It hurts so much to be proven wrong, dude. It hurts so much.
I'm wrong way more than I'm right. And
do
you remember how much I thought I was right on that 2005, 2008 thing last week?
Yes.
I was so pissed. I was so mad. I was so pissed. Like, fuck you for being right.
Well, I understood where you were coming from.
You're way smarter than me, Matt.
I'm not, dude. I'm really not. Like, I'm a freaking caveman, dude. Like, I'm nothing.
We're all actually cavemen, though. Like, our brains have not evolved. Our brains.
Well,
we have.
Our brains
have not evolved very far since the first Homo sapiens.
Well, I mean, we definitely haven't been around as long as other species, which is crazy to think about too. Like the dinosaurs and all their different incarnations, which were essentially at the base of it giant mega lizards that had reigned over the planet for millions of years. We haven't even been around. Like, longest guess is like 250,000, a quarter of a million,
something like that,
or some fraction of a million, and it's like, we've done a lot in that time.
6,000 years? We've been around for 6,000 years, the same as the planet Earth?
Yeah, and Adam and Eve...
What you're saying is right. It's like 250,000 years of evolution of, like, Homo sapien.
They ate the fruit, and then they sacrificed the children, and then
Noah, God wiped everyone out, so Noah started an ancestral family, and now we are all children of an ancestral Noah.
Yeah, I mean, if you look around you today, you kind of
dude, read my shirt.
Everyone's
read my shirt right now.
Ancestry.com. Keep it available.
Yeah, it wasn't wild. I did not even mean for that to happen. That's awesome.
That's a great shirt. You wore that into fucking race.
I wore this into race. I wear this to the gym. I work out in this shirt, bro. I don't even think about it.
I was wondering why we're getting weird looks, dude.
It's a comedian's shirt. I don't even fucking know him. But
for those of you, we don't have any videos, so nobody's watching it. I don't know why I say for those of you, but like Max is wearing a black T-shirt with fucking white letters on it that says Ancestry.com
Not
underneath
Ancestry.
Ancestry.com. I think they're smart enough to get the joke.
I know.
Ancestry.com underneath it. Keep it in the family,
bro. It's such
he
a
wore that.
Shirt.
We literally just went to a public racetrack and bought a corn dog wherever the fuck he bought a hot dog.
Jalapeno cheddar cheese dogs off the roller. Your roommate got a corn dog. Roller corn dogs are bullshit. You bit a corn dog.
Wait, I don't have a roommate. Did that guy actually come home with us?
Yeah, dude. I thought you knew him.
He's in this house right now.
Yeah, he went into your spare room and said he's going to bed.
Dude, that was a homeless guy.
Why did you let him in my car?
You seem like you knew him, dude. I thought he was a friend that we met at the racetrack.
Why did you pay for his corn dog?
I was a nice thing to do, dude. What are you talking about? I'm a charitable human.
Oh my god.
I'm charitable. I'm actually charitable, not like these fucking nonprofits that are just tax schemes.
Wow, dude.
Ooh.
Honestly, hot take.
Ooh. Churches to pay taxes.
Oh god, that was a good hot
Sorry,
take.
this is
no. What were we talking? What were we? So your roommate. This is not a homeless man. He's his roommate. He got a corn dog. Corn dog roller. It was a great bit, Matt. I'm gonna give you that one. That's a good bit.
It was subpar.
It was probably par with most the average bits because most bits probably fail.
I don't even know what an average bit is, dude.
Average bit would probably just be a normal conversation. Anyways, so I did not get a corn dog.
Doing a
I got a
podcast right now.
jalapeno. Yes, I know. I'm trying to tell the podcast listeners what I ate from the gas station where I wore my Ancestry.com keep it in the family shirt, which, by the way, I wear to the gym all the time. I literally go and work out in this shirt, and I don't think about it because it fits. What I was going to say is it fits really well. Like, it hugs the armpits.
Oh, that's
has like
why
a
you
tight
wear it.
sleeve.
Because of the fit.
Yes, because that's why you wear shirts, because they're comfortable.
Because of the,
I don't care what it looks like.
The way it makes you,
because it makes me look good because it fits well, and then it says Ancestry on it. That's the part that I ignore, but it fits well. It hugs my armpits. It's nice on the shoulders. It's a nice fabric. But the other day I was wearing it at the gym, and some dude was like, "Dude, I fucking love your shirt," and I was like, "Oh god, I didn't even realize I was wearing this. It's just a shirt I have, man. It's a good shirt."
There are people out there that still still laugh at jokes. Believe it or not, dude.
Joe, you know who this person Chris Chan is?
Who?
I don't know.
Chris Chan, like Christian, but
it's
separated out.
CHRISCHAN. Apparently, it's.
Is that a bit? Is that a bit?
No, it's a person. We don't have to talk about it, but I just didn't know if you knew who they were. But it's a.
Is this someone I would know?
I want to say it's some like streamer, YouTuber, and like the LGBT like they're like. But they're like doing incest, and they got arrested for it.
I know you. Oh, the creepy dude, like middle-aged dude,
I
like
think so,
with his mom
yeah.
and shit.
Yeah,
oh,
I think that's right.
fuck.
I literally have not, I see it on my like training all the time, and I've like read.
I just
people
made that
talking about
connection
it.
that his name is Chris Chan. Like if you said it really fast, it would be Christian.
Oh, that's a good hot take, dude.
I'm going to hell.
Dude, Matt's full of hot takes tonight.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of a Christian man. Or is it Englishman? Well, the English were all Christian at that time.
Christianman.
It was a pagan.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. Is that it? Fi, fo, fum.
I saw the movie Troll Hunter, which is excellent, by the way. And, I mean, it's a great campy movie.
I was going to say, that's the one...
You just can't have any opinions on the internet anymore. I always feel like I have to explain myself for any fucking opinion that I have. What happened to people just being allowed to think certain things and then change their mind 2 days later? Like, why is it that when someone says something on the internet, it's like, oh, that's what they believe from the time they came out of the womb, and that's what they're going to die with, so we're going to judge them on it? Like, dude, bro, motherfuckers, like, I don't know. I probably should abandon this line of questioning, but... Anyways,
continue. I kind of want to because while you were talking, I was trying to look up.
We got off a little bit. We're in some kind of weird place right now. We haven't even gotten into the main topic of tonight.
What is the main topic?
The main topic is let's. It's not the right time.
No, you're right. We'll ease in. We're gonna ease.
No, I wanted to know about the Christian thing.
So I was looking at while you were talking. I'm sorry. I have ADHD pretty bad, so I don't listen while Matt talks half the time.
This is the ADHD podcast, dude. If
this
there ever
really
was one.
is. I'm just gonna cut them off randomly and be like, "Hey, I was thinking of something else the whole time you were talking." I was trying to pay attention, but I also wanted to know who Chris Chan was, and this was the first line of a R out of the loop reply was that Chris Chan is a high-functioning autistic man who used to make a comic called Sinuchu and is obsessed with Sonic and basically used to various trolls pretend to be girls. And I think what I had read was that he was a transsexual, but I don't think that's true.
Yeah, I don't know much about it. He only popped up into my radar like a week or two ago. But I remember hearing about all this stuff. Apparently, he was getting trolled on for a long time.
Yeah.
For his comics and stuff.
Yeah.
And honestly, it sounded it sounded like he was being bullied pretty hard, and I felt bad for the guy in that moment. But what he did later, that he's been I guess it seems like either he's definitely getting charged for, seems very, very bad. And it's just sad. I mean, it's just bad all around, dude. Not sad. I mean, it is sad, but it's like I don't feel sad for him if he did this stuff. Like that's unacceptable.
Right.
Totally unacceptable.
Oh, what were we talking about that got us on Chris Chan? I just remember. Ancestry.com.
Incest.
The fact that I'm wearing this shirt.
Yeah.
God, how do we get there?
Well,
backtracking
you know,
now.
we just it's the ebbs and flows of conversation, dude. You never know when, you never know where you're gonna end up. But anyway, so tonight, what we're talking about
We're drinking Mick Ultra seltzers, organic
I
seltzers.
swear to God.
I'm drinking a peach pear. Matthew is currently sipping a cucumber lime. Currently opening
It's
a
actually
spicy
a spicy pineapple, dude.
The
I got the
crisp,
spicy pine.
the crisp taste
Listen
of a
to
Mick
this.
Ultra seltzer.
Oh, isn't that just so refreshing
It's
and satisfying?
orgasmic. And you
Only
know,
80 calories.
Okay, honestly, we're not sponsored, but Mick Ultra seltzers, specifically not Mick Ultra, but just Mick Ultra seltzers, we will sponsor you.
Think about
And
it
we
like
will take
this,
your
bro.
sponsorship. But
You
no,
got
honestly,
an 80 calorie seltzer.
Hey,
You drink 5 of them. You got room for one more. Am I right?
that's the worst.
'Cause five-
What accent are you even doing? We got a 5 accent.
Hey, I'm from Brooklyn, bro.
4% alcohol, 80 calories. No,
80
but
calories,
but
bro.
Agree
Get your
with me
gains,
on
bro.
this. Agree with me on this. Of all the seltzers
Why
out there,
drink
this is
5
the best
IPAs
tasting
when you could have
seltzer.
6 Celsius, bro? They got
Damn it,
20
Matt.
extra calories.
I'm trying to make a really good point towards our marketing value that Mick Ultra seltzers are the best seltzers out there. Drink them, whether they sponsor us or not. Drink them. Okay, what are we
All
talking
right, now
about?
that that's out of the way. They're never gonna sponsor.
They're
us.
never.
We're way
No,
too
I don't
fucking
think that like
fringe.
big companies like beer companies sponsor podcasts.
We're so
Do add-on
fringe that
podcasts.
fucking white girls are trying to put us on their jeans, dude.
Bro, stop!
Burn!
Stop! God damn, we're trying to do a podcast. This is too hot. Oh, I honestly can't even, man. I can't.
More white girl
I can't.
fucking.
Dude, the fringe. That's so lame. Right? God damn. We are 10 subscribers in, bro. We're 10 subscribers
We're already
in.
ruined, dude.
We're ruined.
We're already kicked
I'm gonna like post this and we're gonna go to 9 subscribers. My mom's gonna go and unsubscribe.
Jesus Christ.
Christ alive. What were you talking about before I rudely interrupted with our ad that doesn't pay?
Oh,
us
it's not
shit?
rude as long as they pay, dude. Michelob,
don't.
where
They
you
don't.
at, dude? Annie up.
Yet.
Annie up.
Ante up, dude.
Hey, you owe me some fucking money, bruh.
Stop doing your terrible accents.
I can't. Sometimes it happens.
Hey, I'm walking you.
Hey, I'm walking it.
What are we doing?
You know, back in Brooklyn, we gotta say it. We love Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty should also be a sponsor.
What?
Hey.
Let the drunk people get married.
Dan Harmon, Justin Roiland, give us a fucking shout out on your fucking next fucking
dude,
Rick
speaking
and
of-
Morty.
Shows, you know who I met at the gym today? I met a
who'd you meet?
Marvel actor. He came into the gym in my gym.
Was he marvelous?
He was actually, dude. He was chiseled.
How was his form? Was his form good?
I didn't watch him work out. I'm not a fucking creep.
I bet you did watch him work out.
No, but I did talk to him. He was super nice. He came up. He was like, yo, I want to go to a party with some girls, some pool party. So I wanted to come get a pump on. We kind of joked about that because I was like, yo, I get that, man. I used to go to pool parties and it's a cardinal
I used to
rule.
get pumps.
No,
I
if
used to
you're a
get
fucking douchebag dude like me and you like are a gym bro, if you get invited to a pool party, the cardinal rule is you go to the gym and get a pump directly before going to the pool party. You go from the gym to the pool party. And that's literally, we joked about that. We bumped fists. He's a Marvel actor. I don't want to give you any more information, but he said he was doing some filming in Atlanta. He said he just got back from London. And I was like, yo, I just met an actor. That's, you know, I'm like in Hollywood, but in
Listen, you met a stunt double.
I met a
okay?
stunt
It's not
double.
that-
Yeah,
it's
I
not
know.
that impressive,
It
okay?
wasn't, but I love Marvel movies, so it was impressive to me. I was like, yo, dude, I just met a fucking Marvel. He's probably met a lot of the guys that I really look up to. And
Nah, that is really cool. That
Nah,
is
it was
super cool.
I don't know if I look up to any of these actors. That was a
No,
little
we
too
should
far.
definitely totally pine and worship at the feet of anything that is Hollywood. Absolutely.
No, I mean, dude, that's not what I fucking meant. But it was cool because, like, I do love the Marvel movies. I don't
I love
worship
them
any of
too.
these fucking characters.
can
I don't
we-
worship these fucking
Listen,
actors,
dude.
especially. But it was cool to be like, oh, you've probably met all of the actors that I fucking wish I could meet. Chris Hemsworth, Thor's my fave, dude.
He's on steroids. Oh,
I don't
what?
care.
Oh,
Who gives a fuck? He's not performing in sports. He's performing in movies.
That's true. No, that's true. Yeah, I'll give him that.
Okay.
Anyways,
give Chris that much.
Steroids are a problem.
Do you actually, okay, what do you think about steroids in games? Before we
What
move
do I
on to
think
any
about
other
steroids?
No, okay. What do you think about performance enhancing drugs in sports? Like the
In-
Olympics, baseball, football, anything.
I think it's fair if everybody's on them.
Agreed. And I believe that we should legalize all. Okay, so what is the idea of sports, right? The idea of like watching sports is to see the greatest humans on earth in a certain subject battle it out, whether it be physical or non-physical, in a way to like entertain us. Be like, man, these are feats of athleticism that I will never be able to accomplish. Why fucking not open up the fucking floodgates and let these insane athletes take it a step farther and actually show us the fucking full potential of the limit of humanity and what we can accomplish. Let performance enhancing drugs in sports, especially the Olympics. In fact, I think they should have a separate Olympics for the actual elite athletes. Let them do performance enhancing drugs and see how far we could push every world record.
So I feel you, and it's a really hard subject to really unwrap, and it would take. And I mean, you could have multiple podcasts about this, but the only thing that would be a hang up is like
health issues?
They have health issues. And
sure,
so it's
but
like,
they do it themselves to get glory. To say,
right,
dude,
but hold
think
on.
of the first person to run 100 meters in sub 5 seconds.
If you're some kid athlete who's really really good in high school, and you got people looking at you like, hey, you could have a career in this shit, but only way you're really gonna make it is put this shit in your body real quick and completely alter, the rest of your life potentially because of these drugs.
Performance enhancing drugs in high school and college illegal.
And where do these athletes come from though? They come right out of high school and college.
Once they are out, once they are into the realm of like we are in the. If you're getting into the Olympics, you're probably not going to go back to high school. Did any of these kids? That was Taco. Taco said hi.
But
maybe you're right. Maybe a performance enhancing drugs. Taco said hi again.
Oh my god!
Performance enhancing drugs for anybody over the age of 18 who has the autonomy to say, hey, yeah, I'd like to fuck up my life and do this shit to try and accomplish this one goal. Because how awesome would fucking basketball be if every single one of them was on some kind of performance enhancing drug?
What kind of consequences are they going to deal with later in life? I just don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair.
Why? They're getting paid millions. I mean, I don't either. Like, of course, I'm all for like the concussion protocols in football, so way better helmets.
I don't know. I mean,
at the same time, if they want to do it to themselves, and like people who do steroids already are fucking up their hearts.
That's
people
fine.
who take steroids from like 20 on to be bodybuilders are already doing that, and they're dying at 50 because their hearts are shit.
I think it would suck. Here's what would suck.
Like
here's the situation where it would kind of hit the fan and suck. Is if you had somebody who was naturally very good, as in they worked really, really hard naturally, didn't use any performance enhancing drugs, and got to a really, really amazing point where they didn't have to use anything that honestly hurts people. Like all those steroids and stuff in long-term use, it really does hurt people. And they're like, well, I would sure love to have this be my career because I've worked my entire life to get to this point. But the only way I can enter into this industry is by completely sacrificing my body.
Did mention having a separate Olympics, like maybe not football, maybe in the NFL and the NBA we should performance enhancing drugs maybe, but like
to be fair, I don't think people really give that much of a shit about their body when it comes to money. I think anyone will do anything for money.
Exactly.
So,
That's what I'm saying. It's like
fuck them.
Exactly. These dudes who actually want to make it in the NFL, sorry, dude, put a fucking steroid in your ass. No, honestly, I do think that if you have the actual talent,
I'll take tiny shriveled raisin balls and $100 million any day.
The vision on the field, you will be able to do it without performance enhancing drugs. But I'm thinking more not NBA and NFL. I'm thinking Olympics. Like I'm thinking world record, like the fastest human on earth. Like how fucking far can we push it? And maybe we need to have a natural Olympics, and maybe we need to have a not PFD, that's personal flotation, performance enhancing drug, PED. So a normal Olympics or natural Olympics we call it, and then like a performance enhancing Olympics where we let like the people who actually want to fucking test the limits of humanity.
I just feel it would get so messy. But you might, I don't know.
It's like the CrossFit Games where no one's gonna watch it.
I'm some fucking 26-year-old. I'm from some fucking 26-year-old. I've never organized anything in my life. What the fuck do I know about?
You honestly can't even organize your fucking sock drawer.
I can't, dude. Look, my sock drawer is 90% socks that don't have any matches. You're absolutely right. That's a great point, Max. I'm glad you called me out on that.
Your sock drawer is full of boxers. I just looked. I don't know where your socks are.
We're gonna take a short break because I gotta get this dog out of here because he's making too much noise. Then we're actually gonna have a point. We're gonna have a point when we come back. Ready? 3,
Are we
2,
gonna
1.
have a point?
I hope so. All right, we're back.
We are back.
Where
were we?
To get a little bit more serious,
I feel like we're always back. That's everything we say is like, oh, we're back.
All right, we're back.
We're back. We're never here. We're always back.
yeah, I mean,
But no, this time we are actually back. We did take a break.
there could be, there's probably a great joke that someone that's more sober than me can think of, but
The greatest joke of all is that during the break, the entire reason we took the break was to get Taco out of the room. We left the room, took a 20-minute break, and Taco's still here.
he's still here. He's like he's like one of those fish on the great white sharks, you know, the sucker fish. Like he's lashed himself onto. Anywhere that there's people, anywhere there's anybody, that's where he wants to be, dude. And
now John is talking
he wants to get out.
in the freaking hallway and he wants to leave.
Now
but no,
somebody's in the
we just have to be
bathroom.
the party in the house and he'll want to stay with us.
So
All right, where are we going?
wanted to get, I guess, a little bit more serious, but it doesn't have to be serious. Like something we
fun.
mentioned TikTok a lot on this, and the reason why we do is because it's a very pervasive app. A lot of people have it, and it's fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy scrolling through TikTok in my free time. It's entertaining. I will give it that. But something that I think is interesting that I've seen a couple posts. Maybe I'm on some kind of weird algorithm. Nobody else has seen these posts, but it's something that really made me think, and it's that like people seem to be feeling like there's something kind of coming on the horizon, and there's this feeling throughout maybe some people, maybe most people, I don't know how pervasive it is, but that there's something on the horizon that we're waiting for. We're waiting for something, I guess, kind of big, world changing to happen. And
so what are you saying? Like, what do you think you're gonna make?
Well, we've already been through one world change. People don't understand. A lot of people don't quite get the gravity of what we've been through in the past year. But like this, we've already gone through a world changing, history altering event, which is COVID and the subsequent lockdowns and the, I mean, just fuck the world we're living in right now. This is unprecedented, dude. Like going through the lockdowns themselves are unprecedented, and then where we are right now is unprecedented. Like we haven't quite seen something like this, and some people that I've seen on TikTok, and it resonated with me because I kind of feel this way, where it's like, dude, like you feel like there's just been this, like the rug's gotten pulled out from under things, or almost like we've looked behind the curtain a little bit, where it's like something is a stir, like something is happening. Like I don't know what it is, but it seems like things aren't really the same. Like that, it's an interesting feeling because for my whole life I felt like I'm here and this is life and this is society and this is America, this is what the world is like, and here we go. Like here we're gonna keep down this steady, like straight line type of a path. And then now it's like we took like a hard right turn and we're in kind of uncharted territories maybe. I don't even know. It's really hard to explain. It just seems like we've reached a point in history to where nobody knows. Like maybe it's always, I think that a lot of, if I had to take a best guess at it, it'd be that for a long time people assumed that there was a plan, and now we know that everyone in the world, including the people in power that make decisions that affect everybody, there is no plan.
Yeah, they're
flying by the seat of their fucking pants.
They want to live forever, so they want to get rich and stay rich and make sure that they create longevity for themselves. But there's no long-term plan for humanity. There's long-term plans for rich families.
But didn't you feel that way at least at some point in your life, where it's like, oh, this is all good, business as usual, everything's fine? Like there's no ulterior motives, there's no conspiracies, there's no
when I was like 15, I guess, up until that age. Maybe up until I was like 21 or 22, and I was like, oh wait, shit sucks. Shit sucks for us.
Maybe that's what it is, though. Is maybe there's been a lot of people that have lived a lot longer under that assumption that are just now coming. Like, because I feel like
we're just getting older and we're starting to realize it, and it's always been fucked for everybody forever.
I don't think so. So I think that, like, yeah, I mean, yes, but also
But
I don't.
We literally talked about how it wasn't.
Though,
we talked about how like the turnings, the people, our grandfathers didn't have to work a minimum wage job and rent.
I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about is like the conspiratorial mindset and looking at things in a sense that where it's like what they're telling me just isn't true. What they, as in the people in charge, are telling me isn't true. That has become a lot more mainstream and pervasive in the past 2 years than has ever been before.
Talking about Q or
there was all of it. I mean, Q is ridiculous, but like what but like
flat earth
within all this stuff. That's the problem with conspiracy theories is like a lot of them are outrageous. But at the core of them,
loves conspiracy theories, honestly, because like everybody's talking about this wacky shit. It makes all the shit they're doing, some of it could be true, some of it could be not, but like it's all fucking diluted by the conspiracy theories. So like the shit that's actually going on doesn't actually get uncovered because it's like the government's like, oh look, these people who are claiming that we're creating genocide are the same people saying that we are having underground pizza rape parties or whatever. Like it's. I don't know. It's wild.
No,
so the government loves conspiracy.
I agree with that. But people are. I feel like we've reached a point now where it's like the fucking mask is off. We know for a fact that the government doesn't give a shit about normal people. We don't. We know there's no denying it anymore. These people could not give a shit what happens to normal everyday people, and that's a scary realization. And that in and of itself is earth shaking. Even as someone that like. Assumed that to be the case and like pretty much like kind of accepted that was the case without any real like hard evidence. Now I have hard evidence. The way that they've fucking handled this entire situation, there's no doubt in my mind they could not give a fuck if people lived or died. And they're the people that we elected. We're the people, like, they're the people that,
so like
the constituencies and the voter base, like, they don't give a fuck.
I 100%
That's
agree
scary,
with you,
man.
but I want to know,
it's
like,
scary.
I want to know some, like, specifics. I mean, I'm not going to say I disagree at all, but I want to know, like, exactly what made you start thinking this way, like,
the people
during the
that,
pandemic and whatnot. Like,
well, okay, the essential workers, right? They said everybody go home unless you work at a grocery store, in which case you can be fucking exposed to COVID on a daily basis. We don't give a fuck.
Yes, it's these fucking like 16-year-old to fucking like. I mean, I'm not saying that all. I mean, I guess grocery store workers or Walmart workers are 16-year-olds because Walmart employs a lot of like senior citizens, especially Walmart. It's like,
well, them too.
Hey, all of these people are essential workers. We're gonna pay them, an extra $6 an hour. I don't even know what the fucking essential pay was, but it took minimum wage or whatever they're working, $10 an hour to $16 an hour. Now they're making $25,000 a year, which is it could get you the shittiest apartment. Living on your own, $25,000 a year, even with their essential pay or whatever, it's measly, bro. Unless you've worked at Walmart for years and years and years and got raises upon raises. But most of these people are like teenagers and elderly and those who don't have like access to real health care. And it kind of sucks that like, hey, we're fine, but we're going to stick all these people in front of these cashiers. Like, you have to work this job. You're essential. You have to be here. You have to deal day to day with potential COVID patients. And yeah, we'll give you a little bit of extra money, but you're not going to get anything from it except a high five and, hey, you're essential and we love you. But
well, okay, here's another thing too. Like Governor Cuomo, here's a recent thing. He was the star of the fucking mainstream media for a minute during COVID. And it was like, oh, people were literally saying like, oh, I'm Cuomo-sexual and he's so great and look at his leadership skills. Meanwhile, the guy's a fucking sexual predator for all we know. Like, allegedly.
But dude, everybody in power is a pedo. We've already talked about this. Everyone who has any bit of power, not everyone, just about anybody who has some kind of corrupted power is going to be a
But don't you feel like with him and what happened with him, it's almost like, well, that's business as usual. That's not fucking normal.
No, is he still in power?
He had to resign.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't he resign? Fuck him. He's gone.
When's the last time a governor resigned because of sexual allegations against them, dude?
Hopefully that guy will never fucking work again in his life. What do you mean?
I agree.
Him?
No, I'm not defending him, but I agree that it's like, hold on. I'm not saying I'm not defending him in any right. What I'm saying is like, it's so clear that these people are disgusting. It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Hell yeah,
it hasn't been like this because think about it. Like, even in the fucking like early 2000s, it was like, these are the elite people and they are the pillars of society and everyone should follow them and they know what's going on. They've got you covered, America. Don't fucking worry about it. Now we're at the point where it's like, I guess all the people in power are pedophiles and everybody knows it and we just keep letting them do their thing.
Yeah,
what the fuck is
as
that,
soon as I
dude?
turned like 18, I realized, politics are fucked. I haven't voted. Like, since I turned,
They're
I was so
disgusting.
excited when I was younger. And I was like, I can't wait to be 18. I can vote. I can go out there and like pick the people I want to be in power. And I'm like, ugh.
But I think that
this candidate sucks because they're a pedo, but this candidate sucks because they're racist. Like,
well,
which
that's
one do I
what
choose?
that's what people are saying though. That's where the sentiment comes from, where it's like, dude, like all this shit has just hit the fan so quickly to where it's like we're finally like, it's almost like, I guess we're just waking up. We're waking up to what's really going on, and it's uncomfortable, and it makes you like question everything, dude. Like, you're just like, why? Like, what am I doing here?
What do you
like,
think? Like, what do you
really,
think the
none of
next
these.
steps-
Like, it's like the opposite. Like, you're supposed to believe in an ideal sense, right? The people in government, the people that you vote in, these leaders are like, they're the leader. They're gonna look out for everybody. They're trying to do right by the country. That's their job, is to make sure everything's okay. And it's the fucking opposite, dude.
Okay, so but like, what do you think is like what do you think is the solution? Because I feel like we are living in
I
a
don't
solution.
know. I don't know what the
So,
solution is, dude. That's the scary thing.
Politics, like growing up for our parents, is probably a lot different than they are now because everybody is under constant surveillance. So those people who claim like Bill Clinton and the fucking like those people who could go and say shit and be like, yeah, fucking what did he say? He said some racist ass shit. Like when in the 90s where he was like, yeah, or I think he was like advocating for private prisons or something. I don't know, man. Don't quote me on this. But basically he said some racist ass shit behind fucking closed doors. And then he goes on his political rallies is like, oh, we need to support fucking what's the civil rights movement and whatnot. And it's like, yo, you are closeted racist, but like you can't do that anymore. You can't do that shit anymore because everyone's under constant surveillance. Even when you're in a private fucking viewing, somebody's gonna have some recording of you. It's literally one of those things that like you're always going to be on video or recorded. You're going to be on Twitter. Someone's going to see what you're doing. So we are pushing people in the right direction to where like you can't hide your fucking sexism. You can't hide your fucking pedophilia because we have the internet. We can see what your IP is looking up. We can find out who you're talking to. You can't go and do this shit anymore. So it's like it's not going to happen overnight, but I feel like we're moving in a way that we're pushing the people in power hopefully to like what they won't be able to do it.
I agree with that, but the depth to which it had happened for so long, the depth to which they're fucking utter perversions
it's so
is so beyond
the entire political realm.
Because normal people don't fucking act like that, dude. And so it begs the questions like, how have these people been in power so long when they're so disgusting?
And sociopaths, bro.
They're so disgusting, dude. Like, because you like. Yeah, sometimes people like rise to power in, let's say, a corporation and they become the boss. It's like, yeah, the guy's an asshole and he like really is a jerk. But I mean, I don't like think that they're a pedophile like that. But it's like, why is it like the worst of the worst type of people seem to be the ones running things? That's what's got people so twisted.
Because it literally takes a psychopath to be able to do this shit. It's like every fucking CEO of every fucking company out there, of every major company, is a fucking psychopath. Michael goddamn Jordan is a fucking psychopath. It takes somebody
MJ, dude?
with a yes, dude. It takes somebody with the mentality of fuck.
Wait, is there something that come out about MJ?
Bro, look it up. Michael Jordan is a actual literal
Look it up.
Look it up, bro. Fucking do research, Matt. If you knew anything about Michael Jordan, you would know right off the bat he's just like I mean, MJ, don't come for me, bro. I love you.
I haven't seen anything about
literally,
MJ.
I debate people all day that MJ over LeBron. come at me for real. MJ all day when it's on the court. But the way he got there, dude, he's just a fucking psychopath. Look it up, man. I'm not the only one saying this shit, Matt. Look it up.
No, I'm not asking you that in the way that like I doubt you. I actually hadn't heard anything about this.
Oh,
like, let me
man,
know.
I hadn't heard either, but I heard somebody talk about it, and I saw like two YouTube, one like 30-minute YouTube video on it, and then I watched another one that was shorter, like kind of talking about the same video, and I was like, damn, like the dude's fucking like nuts, man. But in a good way, in a way that made him succeed beyond any other fucking athlete in his era. Like he is literally the most well-known athlete I can think of. Like. When you think of basketball, you think of Michael Jordan.
Real quick. We were talking about pedophiles, then it went to MJ. MJ's not a pedophile, is
No,
he?
we're talking about psychopaths.
Okay,
psychopaths are turned into pedophiles because the only people who rise to power, not the only people, but most of them are fucking psychopaths because they put
it seems to be a trend.
above anybody else.
It does seem to be a trend.
And Michael Jordan's just an example, man. An example.
I feel like there are better I mean, I don't know.
It's only that's because I know that's an example that I've like actually like looked into and is like he's like textbook. That was the word I was going for like 30 seconds ago. I couldn't come up with. Textbook.
Are you talking about Michael Jordan or Michael Jackson?
The basketball player.
The basketball player Michael Jordan. I have never heard any bad thing about Michael Jordan. I've heard a lot of bad things about Michael Jackson.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about the pedophile Michael Jackson, who is, yes, also a psychopath, probably, but I'm talking about the textbook psychopath Michael Jordan. I'll send you some links, man.
Is he? Okay, I need to do my... I don't want to besmirch Michael Jordan's name without any type of context.
I love MJ on the court, dude.
I don't have a right to do that.
He rose to the ranks.
Everybody gets the benefit of the doubt. That's the only way we fucking can be civil, is like, you can't... Anyway, and I don't give a shit about sports. I don't care. I don't care if Michael Jordan's a fucking psychopath or not. It makes no difference to me. I think it's kind of ridiculous that you play a game and make $1 billion anyways. Like, I think that there's something wrong with society when it's like, I mean, I think it's the fucking Roman Colosseum, honestly. Anyways, that's a topic for another day.
So what's the topic of today?
The topic of today is like, it seems like shit is... I mean, we're in a point where shit is hitting the fan, and it seems like all the things that people like Bill Hicks and George Carlin and people that were like, look how bad shit is and look how ridiculous, and as comedians that have a special talent of like turning things on their head and being like, hey, well, have you guys seen the underside of this? Like, here's actually what's going on, and people laugh at it and it's a joke, but it's like they're fucking right, dude. They were right. Like George Carlin had a really, really good bit about how America's like, oh yeah, we have freedoms. We got all these freedoms. Look at all the choices we have. He's like, bitch, you have choices of ice cream flavors. You don't have any choice of the people that run your fucking country. That's what you have choice over. And was like saying all this shit about like how he's had this famous saying. It was like, it's a big club and you ain't in it. He's fucking right. He was saying that in like the 90s when nobody was trying to hear that shit. Now it's all coming to fruition. And that's what I think is part of when people say like, I feel like something big is coming. The curtain is up. The mask is off. We see all this shit so clearly.
Right.
It's so obvious that it's corrupt, but like,
I'm not disagreeing.
We seem to be just like,
definitely exists. It's
keep churning. Keep pressing on just the same, even though nobody in the fucking country we live in has any confidence in the system that we're governed by. Like, that is inevitably going to come to some kind of a head. Maybe that's what people are talking about when they say, I feel like something big is on the horizon.
Hey,
that's my 2 cents.
I agree with you, dude. I absolutely 100% agree, Matt. Something big is on the horizon, and I don't know like what you're thinking it's going to be. I don't know what I think it's going to be.
It could be good, could be bad. I don't know.
I mean, literally, the last episode we did was pretty similar to what we're talking about now. But we're not going to like deep into the turnings.
It's pervasive.
But like,
you can't escape it.
It's pervasive, yeah, because we're living in a shit time. Because we're in a fucking crisis. Go listen to episode 1. Turn on the turnings. But I mean, literally, it's the same shit. We have these. I have theories of what's going to go happen or what's going to happen. What's going to go happen doesn't make sense, but. I have theories on like what's going to happen in the next 10 to 20 years.
What are your theories?
We literally did the same theories last week.
No, I mean, I think we've had a chance to revise them. Let's hear it. What's your theories, dude?
I think there's going to be a crypto crash. I think there's going to be a large crypto rise, crypto crash. We talked about that earlier. It's literally one of the theories I had before. You know what, Iverson, I did a lot of research into the housing. I don't know if there's going to be a housing bubble pop like 2008, but I think there's going to be a housing crisis on the other end where there's too much supply and not enough demand. Is that makes sense? I don't know. Or like, I don't know. Basically, the prices are going too high. Maybe the government's going to put a cap on rent or something. I don't know. And it's going to be a big deal. But what were the other theories I had? I don't remember. I had like 4. It was the crypto. Oh, the war. Like there. Oh, dude, fucking shit. The fucking Taliban's back.
Yeah.
Dude, how have we not talked about this all night? The Taliban is fucking back.
It's unfortunate, man. It's really sad.
What the fuck? So that wasn't even in my prediction. Dude, we recorded like I knew the Taliban was like doing shit, but I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Then we recorded that episode, and I didn't even mention the Taliban. I was thinking about the Uyghurs. Is that right?
Oh, yeah, in China.
The Uyghurs. And then
Muslims.
we were talking about the Palestinians. I haven't even thought about Palestine and Israel since I've been reading about the Taliban. It's like, fuck.
I know, every week. That's what I'm saying. Every week there's some new fucking calamity, dude.
Holy shit.
This is not normal.
Bro.
This is not normal.
Fucking hilarious bit. But Biden, like a month ago, had a press release, and he was like, there is no circumstance where the Afghani government cannot hold off the Taliban. The U.S. embassy will not airlift any of its ambassadors from the Kabul fucking whatever embassy or whatever. Literally yesterday, they got airlifted out on a helicopter from the top of that building. It's such a fucking. Literally, the actual thing he said. There's no actual circumstance where this will happen. Happened. Like, whoa, it's pretty wild, man. I don't really want to talk about the Taliban because it's one of those things that I can get heated on.
I think we should do an episode about it. I think we should actually do
maybe next week we could actually get a little bit deeper on that.
Full-fledged, properly researched, because also I think it's safe to wait a little bit and see what actually happens, but it's not good.
It's not good. So what I can say is this, is that the Taliban is not good. They are literally going in to kind of undo all of the progressive movements that have been happening in Afghanistan. What I'm happy about as of now is that it was peaceful. That not many lives were taken during the takeovers because literally the Taliban, it's dumb. It sucks. I know what you're talking about. I know, but like, what
I feel like it's the mafia, though, dude. I feel like it's the mafia being like, no, we won't.
But as soon as
the lights
if you
go
can
out,
get out of Afghanistan, get the fuck out right now because it's gonna be bad. But what I'm saying is,
as soon as the spotlight's not on us, we're gonna come in and fucking clean up our fucking loose ends, dude.
But the spotlight's gonna be for a while, and hopefully people will be able to get out. Hopefully the women will be able to get out because they're fucked.
It's sad, man.
But what I'm saying is, like, it could have been really bad. A lot of people could have gotten hurt. I'm hoping it's peaceful for as long as possible. Hopefully, you're right. The spotlight, the UN, and the United States will be able to monitor what's happening and not allow them to fucking create more war crimes and shit against their own people. But at least for now, it was fucking peaceful. They just walked in, like, at the very minimum, at least they're not walking in and shooting people in the heads.
There's a lot of folks that say that the reason why it's such a fucking volatile situation is because of the actions of countries like the U.S.
Dude, that's why I didn't want to get into it. Is because like we created.
We'll never know. We'll never know. That's the fucked up thing.
I was born when this shit was started, and then I was like 9 years old when 9/11 happened, and all I know was I was told it was the Taliban.
They lied to us.
I was told it was Iraq. I was told it was Iraq. I was told it was Afghanistan, and I believed it until I was like I said, 18 years old. I was like, oh shit, I'm in college. I'm on the internet on my own and looking at shit. And I'm like, oh fuck, the world's fucked.
Well, that brings it back to the point that I was trying to make too, where it's like, bro, like the mask is off, the veil is lifted. These motherfuckers lie to us. And think about the most obvious thing, the UFO thing, something that everybody forgot about. But like, lest we forget,
bro, the UAPs. They changed the name.
Oh, sorry, the UAPs. My bad. Sorry,
sorry. Literally just changed the name.
Got to use the proper term.
Like, yes, they're out there in
government.
I'm
not being sarcastic towards you. I'm being sarcastic towards the fucking idiots in power.
I know.
But it's like, well, all those things that people were talking about for what is it, 70, 80 years now? Yeah, those were real things. A lot of those were real instances. We don't know what they are. We've been lying to you for 70 years. Go back to sleep. Like, They lie to us regularly. They lie to us all the time. They're going to lie to us about UAPs. They're going to lie to us about Afghanistan, just like they lied to us about Vietnam, just like they lied to us about any number of fucking things that they've lied about to go in and invade somewhere and make a bunch of money, dude. Like, it's disgusting. These people are utterly fucking disgusting, and they're detached from their, I mean, just like George Carlin said, to bring it back, it's a giant club. And you ain't in it, bro. Like, it's some kind of fucking... I mean, these people, they're sick, dude. Like, they have no... Like, the value... The lack of value, however, that they put on human life, it's really, really disturbing how much they... I mean, it seems like they really just view us as some kind of fucking natural resource. Just like you would look at a fucking field full of, tomato plants. It's like, you don't give a shit about that plant other than what you can eat. Like,
oh no, man! A farmer loves their plants. What are you talking about, dude? That's not a good analogy because farmers, when they see a field of plants and they see one rotten tomato, they are. I can assure you, when you're out in an onion field,
because they're scared they're not gonna make a profit on it, dude.
Because but that's the thing is, like, I guess so. Like, you see a bad worker, you're like,
well, that's how they look at us, man. They're like,
but like farmers who actually care about their farms,
we can influence the herd. We can steer the herd to where we want it to go, and we can all make some money while they fucking die and get blown up in wars and sink further and further into poverty. They don't give a fuck as long as they get to drive their private yachts and they get to become billionaires.
No, I agree with you. 100%.
And they get to, you know what I'm saying?
We're on the same page. We have not disagreed at once all night, basically. But I mean,
these people are utterly disgusting, man.
I know, man. But what are we gonna do, Matt?
I don't have an answer. I mean, I think that's why a lot of people are having problems with depression and anxiety. Is everybody realizes that A, it's fucked up, and all the things I mentioned before, and B, we have no power to change it. So we're literally just, it's like we're in a canoe, like just. We can either paddle towards the waterfall or we can let the water flow us towards the waterfall. But eventually, we're going to go over some kind of fucking edge and maybe we'll survive it. Maybe we won't.
I say we push as hard as we can. Let's get there.
I mean, yeah, sure. Go for it, dude.
I say we take as many performance-enhancing drugs as we can to create the strongest rowing arms to push us over the waterfall faster than any nation's ever been there.
I mean, yeah, that's what you want to do, dude. I support that decision, dude.
And then we all move to Canada.
I hope that I mean, if we are going through a crisis period, I mean, I hope we can get through it. I hope that we come out better on the other side. But I had an analogy earlier. It's like we were talking, because kind of circling back to the fourth turning episode that we had about the generational theory of there being different eras. It seems like the turnings, the crisis period, it's like when you're driving a car and you're going along and you got to make a left turn somewhere to get onto the highway you're trying to get to wherever destination you're going to. When you make that left turn, you accelerate, you turn real fast from where you were at, shit in the car shifts, and you feel this jolt, and you're like not really sure where you're going. It's a little bit scary. It's a little bit intimidating, and it's like it's a moment of turmoil in the car. But then you keep going straight. Then like finally you straighten up and you keep going straight. I feel like that's like the best analogy I can come up with some kind of for the crisis periods and the four turnings of history is like history and the progression of society. It takes a quick turn. And it disrupts a bunch of shit, and unfortunately, it causes a lot of chaos and turmoil.
About traffic in Atlanta right now.
But over time, it flattens out, and it's scary, man. It's scary to think, because like that whole, when I say traction or when I say turmoil and when I say it shifts things around, those are like people's lives. People's entire lives are part of that turning point. It doesn't happen instantly. The turn itself is like 100 years. Like it's fucking, and we're just these little fucking pawns in this whole game, dude. And that's what I think a lot of people are feeling right now is that anxiety of realizing that. I think people are hyper aware that they're part of this giant fucking puzzle. And I feel like
it's more people than like ever before because we're so connected.
We're part of this giant chess game, and guess what? You're not the king or the queen. You're the fucking pawn. Most people, like it's I mean, it's unfortunate to realize, and it hurts. Like, it hurts because people don't like to feel like they're not in charge of their life and their destiny.
The key to get past that is just believe you are the king until you become the king. Psychopaths.
Oh, that's blissful ignorance.
Yeah, blissful ignorance. Believe that you can be the best until you are like, hey, I'm so happy and like I've got enough money to believe I'm the best. Even if you aren't ultra wealthy, you are happy. You know.
Well,
whatever.
We'll call it quits for tonight.
Hey, we're calling it.
It's been a good one.
It's been good. Again, it's a good hour, right? That was like 30 minutes. We had a little break.
Yeah, we're
that's hitting the nail on the head. So
we're doing something.
Once again, guys,
it's definitely
I'm drinking
podcast.
Mick Ultra Organic Seltzer Peach Pear, 0 sugar star, 80 calories.
I like the cucumber
carb.
Lime myself.
Honestly, the peach pear is probably the best. You know what's great is the sweet teas. Go to the sweet teas, sweet tea seltzers. Truly,
please sponsor us and give us money. Good night, everybody.
Give us money.